My goals for 2021 are completely unrealistic. And I decided that I'm going to share this here so that I can also look back on it when I do achieve my goals. Now, you might ask, why did I make goals that are completely unrealistic? No, let me explain. I have made a video on this channel on how I quit my full-time job. I made two videos actually when I was thinking about quitting, and then the final one was that I did quit my full time job. Now, the one that I was thinking of quitting, when I posted that up, it was a day right before I posted up the other one because when I made that one, I was scared of putting it up because I wasn't sure if I was going to go through with it. Anyhow, now that was an unrealistic goal I had for myself in 2020. And my realistic goal was the amount of money that I had that I wanted to earn for the year. It was so realistic. I'm so serious. But it didn't excite me. In realizing that my unrealistic goal, which excites me, it excited the hell out of me, really, when I think about it, when I meditated on it, when I felt the feeling of how I would feel when I, didn't have to go to work anymore at my full time job. It really did excite me, like to a level I can't explain it. And it was so easy to think about it. And whereas in the realistic goal, I found it very hard to really focus in on it, But I did try my best. Anyhow, so that's the reason. I wanted goals now that completely excite me. And what got me to this point is I was talking to my best friend about, people on YouTube. Everybody talk about how I think I was now coming off of watching a video on how to grow my YouTube channel that he had shared with me or something like that. And like I was telling him, I don't doubt that these people are trying to help you really grow your channel, right? I know that they're trying to help you. I know that I've made videos and I'll probably make one probably in the future, as I realize how I grew my channel. But the thing is, everybody video basically sounds the same way, and not because they're probably copying one another or anything like that, but it's just that they grew their channel. But what happened is that was their goal. And because they start to act in a certain way, the universe then let them attract that, like give it to them, right? Because if you read books like Think and Grow Rich, Napoleon Hill never says what it is. He says you might recognize the secret in these different explanations I give you, but when you recognize it, act straight on it. And it's like magic. And I got that explanation now the following day, where I was listening to that guy from my Valley Vision, I think his name is, and he was basically saying that, really and truly, he has a life book. He have a life book, and he was basically obviously promoting a master class of some sort. But what he was saying, completely resonated with me. No, I did not invest in a master class. I just took the information that he was saying. So basically, was he made completely unrealistic goals. He had a little um, business called Mind Valley. He made completely unrealistic goals, and now he has this book. He made this. He did this master class with these people, and it was just supposed to be about goal setting. And now this book that he has from that master class, which it looked really old. Seriously, it did. Um, that he made in 2010. He has actually achieved a lot of the things that he had written down in it. And that got me thinking, why make my 2021 goals realistic? Why start out the year with realistic goals? Why not make unrealistic goals? Goals that excite me, goals that when I think about it, when I say them, when I read them, when I hear them, obviously if I record myself and which I would do, I'll talk about that in a minute. That I don't have to excite myself, build up myself. Just saying it makes me feel amazing. So I made a list. I got my book out because I have a journal book that I started to journal. Don't do it every day. Probably should. But anyhow. And it's like, you're farming a new habit, so you have to get accustomed to it. But anyhow, I in my book I wrote down all my goals that excite the hell out of me. So I didn't put any realistic goals in this list. I ended up with 34 things in this list. And what I didn't recognize until I was finished, because I picked out one goal, like because I'm doing the Earl Nightingale 30-day challenge, and you can find that on YouTube if you want to do it, or I'll put it in the comments down below if you want to do it, and I'll make a video talking about exactly what it is. But anyhow, I I'll probably make a video anyhow about it. Let's go on. So when I pick out the money goal and I stick it up, I actually went and bought a piece of Bristol board, which I plan to cut out and put my goal all over. Instead of writing, I am easily earning this amount of money, I wrote, I am worth this amount of money. And that's it. That's my goal. And the thing about it is, I didn't recognize that all the things I have on this list really embodied this in the middle of it. And I was like, oh my God, how amazing is that? So, what I do now is that right before I go to bed, I actually started it last night. Right before I go to bed, I think about my goal and being in my goal and what I'll be doing, where I'm living, and I actually have all these things in written in my list. I wrote how my house is going to look and all that. The thing about it is that what I'm going to do today is I'm going to write out a summary of how of my goals. So basically, I'm worth this amount of money, where I'm living, how I'm living, what I'm driving, the businesses that I am in, and what I am doing. I'm definitely going to be putting in all these different things. Now, every single morning, I'm going to be listening to this, and I will also be listening to it right before I go to bed at night, because they all do say that once you have your goal, you write it out and you listen to it. You also have to hear your voice saying it. And when you read your, like, they call it a life script. When you read your life script, make sure that you read it with passion and put all your energy in it. Like, if it really has happened. So you have to put your mind in that, put yourself in that mindset and in that space of you actually achieved it. Because when you're listening to yourself and your brain is listening to yourself, it's like, think about it this way, it's like you're really connecting with God, with the universe, which is inside of you. And therefore what is inside of you is going to help you to start to formulate a way how to achieve this. Now, you don't have to worry about how you're going to achieve it. You just have to know that you will achieve it. So don't trying to figure out. And that was my problem I had before. I used to always try to figure out how I'm going to achieve this. How is the universe going to bring this into my space? But that is not my problem. That is not your problem. You don't have to worry about that. What we have to worry about is our goal. That's it. How you want to feel, how you're going to feel when you achieve your goal, which is what I'm doing. And I'm sharing my goals for 2021. I am sharing them with you because, well, not sharing my list of goals. And I'll do a video tomorrow on what you shouldn't share your goals and you should keep them to yourself. I am, I am doing this. The reason why I am doing this is because I really, really want to help you to get in the mindset on how you can set your unrealistic goals and make sure that you achieve them. Anyhow, that's it for me. I'm sorry, apologize for the background noise. I don't have a professional studio yet. which is one of my unrealistic goals I have. And I'm done calling them unrealistic goals. So, which is one of my goals I did set for myself to have my own studio in my house. Yeah. Anyhow, thank you guys for watching. Well, the video that I took and listening to me. And really go set your goals that excite you, that really bring out, what you truly, truly want. And don't, and make sure that you know as well when you're setting your goals, there's no limit. Thank you. And subscribe and share this video. Bye.